Hey, what's up, everybody? This is Jesse Lee, your internet marketing guru pal. Today we're talking about how to market my book online, how to sell my book online, actually. And this came from a question from one friend. She said to me, "Hey, Jesse, I'm writing a book right now, and I need help. I need to figure out how to market and sell it online. Can you help me out?" So just so you are aware, this is actually not an exact quote. Yeah, this is a paraphrase from what she said because I don't remember the exact quote. But I just want to let you know. So this is what we're going to be covering. Now, inevitably, there's a lot packed in here. So what I'm going to do is I'm recording this video today, but this will inevitably be probably a multi-part series. So if and when I record other videos, this might not make sense unless you check the stuff down below. So check down below for videos preceding this topic or post-seeding this topic. So with that, let's go ahead and get started. Okay, so there are two main ways to kind of do this online book marketing thing. One is, sorry, let me move this little, I can't figure out how to get rid of this little recording thing. It always stays on my screen. Anyway, so the first way is you could go through a platform such as like Amazon. So obviously Amazon's the most popular bookseller. For those of you who don't know, in the beginning they were only a bookseller before they started selling literally everything. So you could do that through something like CreateSpace, and we're going to talk about the benefits and malefits of that. Or you can go through your own ecosystem. And as you'll see, I'm a fan of going through your own ecosystem, and there's a good reason for that. So with Amazon, yes, you can go through CreateSpace, something like that. But I will say it's not great for analytics because unless you want to run ads just on Amazon and pay them money directly to market your book, you can't really drive traffic from other platforms. Like if you post something on social media or you post, you email if you have an email list and you email a bunch of people, if they go over to Amazon, you're not going to be able to track who's going where and who's purchasing what. So it's not great for analytics. You have to spend money with Amazon to make money with Amazon. Now, the other thing is there's a lot of competition when you're running ads, and the types of ads you can run, they're very limited. They're very specific, and sort of Amazon gives you like an out-of-the-box system. So it's okay, but I mean, unless you know how to split test covers, which I can go into in a future video if you guys want. Just let me know in the comments. I can totally tell you guys how to figure out what cover you should have. If you have a choice between 3, 4, 5 designs, I can show you a real quick way to basically figure out which one is going to be the winner. So anyway, yeah, that's the only real advantage is if you have a really outstanding cover with Amazon, because the templates of their ads, they're pretty uniform for every single person. It's not like Facebook ads where you get a little more freedom to kind of put the images you want as long as you stay within their guidelines of not being offensive and things like that. Okay. So the next thing is the cover can be hard to work with for some people. I've heard this. I've never done this directly myself because I don't care to, but I have sold on Amazon. So I know what the Amazon selling platform is. I've just never uploaded a book of mine because I never sold books. I sold supplements. So the other thing too that I really don't like about Amazon is that you can't really connect with your audience unless you're using services from Amazon. There's some email platforms that integrate with Amazon, but you can't really kind of build your own email list and get them away from Amazon. They don't like you pointing your links, let's say in your emails, to websites other than Amazon. That will get you banned from their email autoresponders. So you can't really connect with your audience. So again, it's not a bad place to start. It's a good place to start, but eventually you want to branch out beyond Amazon. So the nice thing about Amazon is it is good for beginners. So I will say that. So all right, now, your own ecosystem. There is a way to sell books in your own ecosystem, and you can have them just like with something like CreateSpace. You can, and I'll go over CreateSpace in a little bit, but CreateSpace is Amazon. When we're talking Amazon, CreateSpace is their drop shipping thing where you upload your book covers and everything, and they print it on demand, and they take care of everything. So now, here's the deal. If you do this with your own ecosystem, it takes a little more putting some pieces together, but you can track purchases with ads much easier. So like, let's say you run in Facebook ads, you can tell which people are clicking on your ads and who's going to go buy your book. And when they buy your book, you can have them on your own email list, and you can contact them and resell them books, whatever you want, without having to pay for future ads. It's really beautiful. So just be aware of that. And also, the ads are going to be easier to run because they're not as cookie cutter as Amazon ads. You will have a little more freedom to try things out creatively and see what gets people to kind of react to what you're selling. And again, you can also, if you have your own email list, you could send it to your own email list and test different things. Okay, now this is the thing I really like is you can connect with your own audience. So that means with Amazon, you pay for the traffic, they buy, and that's kind of it, unless you develop, your email list through Amazon, one of the services that integrates through Amazon. And I can't remember the names of them now. I used to use one, but I've forgotten it because I don't care about it anymore. But with this system, if you sell somebody your book, you can actually get them on your list by offering them maybe the first chapter for free. So you don't actually have to necessarily try to get them to buy right on the front end. You can actually give them the first chapter, and if they're interested, you can follow up with more emails and then hit them with sales. And you can really build rapport with your audience. You can start a conversation, and that's what modern marketing is really all about. That we're getting away from these big corporations. People are starting to be less impressed with Pepsi and Coke and all these massive corporations. When they go buy something, they would prefer to buy something from a mom and pop shop. And what better way to do that than to sort of, build a personal relationship with them through emails and things like that. So now the other thing too is with some of the things I'm going to mention, formatting it can be a lot easier than with Amazon. And there are ways to outsource this. And by the way, speaking of formatting, when it comes to formatting, building covers and all this stuff, this is another area, if you guys want, I can record a video on this. Just put it in the comments. Basically, it's really easy to outsource this stuff. If you don't know how to do any of it, there are places where you can get the services and you just say, you get some art made up from a friend, or you can find an artist online, and I can show you how to do that. And then basically outsource it. And then once you get that art, you have someone format it for the book the right way. That way you don't have to take care of everything. All you do is just budget for it, and then you can pay for the stuff, and it's already, good. So, yeah, let me know if you want me to record a video on that. All right. What you need. This is if you want to do your own ecosystem. Now, with Amazon CreateSpace, you're not going to need anything. That's the nice thing about Amazon. Like I said, it's good for beginners. But if you want to eventually kind of build your own audience, what you're going to start doing is you need a website, right? At least a basic page, at least one page website, with your book on it. And then you have something called a shopping cart, which is basically something that can process credit cards and orders, right? Something to be able to take payments. That's a really important step of this. And you have that on your website, or your website hooks up to it if it's not directly on your website. So there's a button on your website that hooks up and links over to the shopping cart. So there's ways you could do that. You can embed the shopping cart right in your website with certain things, and other shopping carts you can link to them. So it doesn't really matter. They both provide the same amount of efficacy. So the next one is you need to find a shopping cart specifically, and I'm going to tell you guys exactly what these are in just a moment. I'll tell you the ones that I really like. You're going to need to find a shopping cart that integrates with something called a print-on-demand book dropshipper. Print-on-demand books, right? So that's what CreateSpace is. Like I said, Amazon sort of has that built in-house, but you can find companies that actually print books on demand. That way, you don't have to order 200 books and at a minimum order quantity and try to sell them out of your closet. This allows you to be able to sell it on your website, and once you have that money, then you can send the payment. This, by the way, all happens automatically. You send the payment over to the print-on-demand book dropshipper, and they print it and ship it out to the address that whoever bought it through your shopping cart, whatever their address they put on there, they basically get it shipped directly to their door, which is pretty awesome. So this whole system is super automated, and it's amazing, and I love it. So that's the way I tend to go. So we're going to talk about these shopping carts now. One is Shopify. I don't even recommend Shopify because there are things out there that kick the crap out of Shopify now. There's too many fees. Shopify is on the low end $80 a month. So if you don't sell any books, if you only have a $20 book and you don't sell at least a few per month, you're not even going to be paying for that. So I would rather have something where, it's either free or a one-time fee. That way you're not continually paying for that. And that's what these next two options are. So Thrivecart is available right now. We're going to talk about that. It's basically a one-time fee, and once you have it, it's amazing. It integrates with some drop shippers, and I'll go through that right now in a little bit. And then Groove Funnels, which is they're also known as Groove Pages, Groove.cm. They have a bunch of apps, Groove Mail, and I'll show you some more about that in a moment. But this is going to be the other one. They're in a beta phase, but I believe that they're going to be the best because unlike Thrivecart, Groove will have a lifetime free account. So you'll be able to do this, and whenever something gets dropshipped, what they might do is they're not going to charge you a monthly fee, and they are also not going to charge you a one-time fee like Thrivecart. What they'll do is just charge you a small fee when something gets printed and shipped. So it's very, very powerful, and it's very user-friendly, and I'll show you in a little bit. So let me just go ahead and hop out here. So Thrivecart, this is Thrivecart. Let me just go to thrivecart.com just so you can see the landing page. So this is thrivecart.com. What I'll do is I'll leave a link down below if you want to check it out. So this is their one-time offer. It's a lifetime account. Like I said, unlike Shopify where you have monthly fees, you don't have monthly fees with this, and it's already really awesome integration. So let me sign in. By the way, this is one I told you you could have the shopping cart embedded on your website, or you could have the website button just linked to a different platform, which is the shopping cart platform itself. And with Thrivecart, you can do both. So pretend like this is your site, right? Pretend like this is a VSL for your book. You got a photo of your book here, and you want to sell it. Let's say this button says, purchase my book. You could click this, and there could be a pop-up right on your site, or you could click it, and it will lead over here to Thrivecart. Either one will work, but let me just show you the inside. And now, actually, before I go through Thrivecart, I do want to show you what I mentioned about the drop shipping print-on-demand service for books that your shopping cart has to be able to integrate with. Thrivecart has one built in. And let me show you the back end here. So this is just the dashboard, and you can see here I've got some products. This will integrate with T-shirts and all sorts of different stuff. So if you're selling anything even beyond books, like I can sell T-shirts on here, hats. I can sell digital products. It does everything, which is really cool. So if I go up here to the power button, let's go to settings. I want to show you this integration. Few integrations. Now I don't have this hooked up because I'm not selling books online, but as you can see, you got email services hooked up here, all sorts of things. Kanaki is a CD drop shipper. That's really awesome. Printful does T-shirts, but this is the one I wanted to show you. Lulu. Lulu is the one that if you hook this up, lulu.com. This is amazing. So Lulu.com, what it is a drop shipper for books. So basically what you do is you format you get your art made for your book, and then you come over here and you put it on here and upload it, and they'll help you with formatting. Everything's really nice and clear on this website. I really like it. And it's not as restrictive as Amazon. So they'll tell you the book pricings and everything. They got a lot of options here too. They have comic books. You can do calendars, yearbooks, all sorts of stuff. You can do all sorts of stuff. Hardbacks. Yeah. Here's your print book, magazine, photo book. Just tons and tons of stuff, right? Tons and tons of stuff. So there's that, right? What you would do is you come here, upload that, and then just click the integrate now button, and there's a couple account keys, like basically things that you'll copy and paste from this account over to here, and then you click save, and it automatically connects them so that when somebody comes in and they go to one of your products and they say, let's pretend, let's open this one. This is a digital product I was working on. So somebody comes over here and hits complete order. What it will do is send this order directly over to Lulu, right? So that's pretty awesome. You know what? Actually, we're coming up on time. Well, no, let me just keep going. I'll keep going with this. So the last thing is, so this has a one-time fee, like I said, but there's another platform called Groove, and this one's awesome. Now, they don't have an active book dropshipper right now, but I know for a fact they are going to have one. So let me log in here and just show you. They have their own shopping cart, and they have a ton of other services. Basically, I'm not going to go over this all right now, but this one called Groove Pages, you'll be able to, and Groove Sell, you'll be able to build out your, basically the same thing you'd be able to do with Thrivecart here, only with Groove, as you can see, it's a lifetime account. So let me log out and just show you groovefunnels.com. groovefunnels.com, and basically you have you can upgrade later if you want, but for right now, I mean, like you can sign up and get a lifetime free account, which is pretty awesome. So just be aware of that. So I know for a fact, because I'm a beta tester for this platform, I know for a fact that they've got integrating with Lulu on their list. So by the time you're watching this video, this might all be ready to go. So, which is pretty cool. So what I'll do, so I hope this is somewhat explanatory. So what I'm going to do is I will leave the links to the platforms that I just talked about below. I'll leave Thrivecart and GrooveCart down there. I would suggest getting the free version of Groove just to try it out, because it's really awesome right now, and they're gonna overtake the market. They are a disruptor in the internet marketing space for sure. So now you can watch more videos too. What I'm going to do is over here on the right, when I get a moment, I'll put the Groove Funnels review. All right, because I talked about Groove here, and then down here on the right, if I get a chance to do the Groove, Thrivecart review, I'll put that down there. And then down here on the left, you see how this says whatever you vote for in the comments? I have not made the next video on this topic yet, so I want to see what questions y'all have, and whatever questions those are, I'll make a video on that, and I'll link to it right here. So go ahead and check those out, and I'll see you all in the next video.